In this video, you'll learn how to remove recent items from your Google Drive so your most recent files don't clutter up that view anymore. We'll go through the process step by step, and I'll also explain what each action actually does so you know exactly what's happening to your files. First, open Google Drive. You can do this by going to the Google Drive website in your browser and making sure you're signed into the correct Google account, or by opening the Google Drive app if you're on a mobile device. For this tutorial, it's easiest to follow along in a web browser on a computer since the options are clearer and easier to see. Once Drive is open, give it a second to fully load your files. On the left-hand side, you'll see a menu with different sections such as My Drive, Shared with Me, and Others. Look for the section labeled Recent. This is the area where Google shows files you've opened or worked on recently. Regardless of where they're actually stored in Drive, go ahead and click on Recent. The main part of the screen will now show a list or grid of files that you've accessed lately. Now, decide which file you want to remove from view. Take a moment to carefully identify the right file, especially if you have multiple documents with similar names. When you've found the one you want, move your mouse over that file and right-click on it. On some laptops, you might need to tap with 2 fingers on the trackpad or use a dedicated right-click button. A small menu will pop up next to the file with several options. One of the options in this menu is Remove. This is an important step, so let's clarify what it does. Clicking Remove does not just hide the file from the recent section. It actually removes the file from your Google Drive and sends it to the trash. That means it will no longer appear in My Drive, in folders, or in Recent. It isn't permanently gone yet, but it is moved out of your main Drive storage. If you are sure you want to take that file out of Drive, click Remove. The file will disappear from the recent view, and it will also be removed from any folders it was in. If you change your mind later, you can still recover it by going to the trash section on the left menu, finding the file, and restoring it from there, as long as it hasn't been permanently deleted. If your goal is only to tidy up the recent section without actually deleting files from Drive, it's important to know that Google Drive doesn't provide a separate Remove from Recent Only option in this menu. Using Remove always moves the file to trash. Because of that, you should double check that you really don't need the file before confirming the action. You can repeat this process for any other files you want removed. Stay in the recent section, right-click the next file, and choose Remove again. Work slowly if needed, especially if you're dealing with work documents or important personal files. That's all there is to it. By opening Google Drive, going into the recent section, right-clicking the file and selecting Remove, you can control which files stay in your drive and clear out recent items you no longer need.